It was just a little graveyard on the rolling foothill plain, bleached by sun and summer and swept by winter's snow and rain. There a little group of settlers had gathered around a handmade lumber coffin on an autumn day. Weary men who'd wrung a living from this hard, arid land. Beside them stood their women, faded wives with toil-worn hands. And among us was a figure who was tall, straight and slim. Everyone among us knew him. He was the Bronco twister, Jim. Just a bunch of heart, muscle, tempered with a savage thread. He had the reputation of a man who never quit until he was dead. He'd help us build the coffin, and he'd help us dig the grave. And I guess his instincts must have told him how he should behave. No, we didn't have a preacher. The crowd is mighty thin. Just two women with weak voices sang an old-time funeral hymn. And the old wife was sobbing there for her husband of a lifetime being laid away without a prayer. And then she saw the Bronco twister. She walked right up to him with one trembling hand around him, and she said, "Pray, please, won't you, Jim?" Well, you could see his figure straighten, and a look of quick surprise swept across his swarthy features and his hard, daredevil eyes. He could handle any bronc. He'd never dodged a fight. This was the first time anybody'd ever seen his face turn white. But he took his big felt hat off his large and shaggy head. I just wish I could remember what that Bronco twister said. He looked up towards the heavens where the drifting shadows play, and silence must have reigned in heaven when they heard the way Jim prayed. He wasn't educated. On the range his youth was spent, but the maker of creation knew exactly what he meant. And when the prayer had finally ended and the grave had all been filled, on his half-wild, unrode pony, he just rode back towards the hills. And we just stood there and let him. We watched him walk away or ride away, because no words could ever thank him, and there was nothing we could say. Well, years have passed since that tiny funeral on that lonely graveyard lot, and Jim gave us all a memory and a lot of food for thought as we gathered round the coffin with the newly broken sod and this reckless Bronco buster talking heart to heart with God. Well, since we gathered at the graveyard, it's been nearly 50 years. With their joys and with their sorrows, and with their hopes and with their fears. And I hope when I'm finished, and they laid me with the dead, that some cowboy will say a prayer above me, like that Bronco twister said. Thank you so much. Well, I'll just leave you with this thought. Now, they say that if you really want to know what your most important core values are, think about what you'd like to have someone say about you on that day of your memorial. And I've given that a lot of thought, and I'm pretty sure I know the words that I think should be said at that point. And these are those words. Well, look at that. He's moving. Thank you so much for coming out, folks. God bless you. We'll see you down the trail somewhere real